Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well as always. For today's video, we are getting into some nail stamping using Maniology, and I'm really excited for this because I was able to get my hands on their actual nail polish, not just the stamping polish, but the actual nail polish. Now, this is just like normal nail polish. You don't need a UV light or an LED light for this to dry. So definitely excited to try these out. Look how pretty this is. It's like a satin pink. And I also was able to get my hands on this green one. And I did get a new stamping polish, but I don't use it in this video, but I do plan on using it in a couple of shorts for different patterns. For the patterns that I chose, because I chose like the green and pink satin colors, I wanted to get this fairy nail plate because it kind of reminded me of like Tinkerbell. And of course, I had to get my hands on some type of flower, roses, like fairy core type of nails. So I can't wait to try these out. But before we get into our nail stamping, these are the nails that I'm going to be using for this set. I feel like I haven't used these in such a long time, and I am just putting on some peel off base coat, and I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds before applying the Gel X tips. For the Gel X tip application, I'm going to be applying them with some base gel, and then I'm going to flash cure these for about 10 to 15 seconds before putting them under the full UV lamp and then curing for about 60 seconds. Now we are ready for the fun part. So here I have my stamper. Now, if you are new to nail stamping, I am actually quite new to nail stamping. I've only been doing nail stamping for a few months now, but if you are new, you just want to make sure that you clean your stamper off with a little bit of warm water and dish soap before you get into the actual nail stamping. So before getting into the actual nail plates, I wanted to try the nail hack for French tips using a nail stamper. Now, I normally see people use like gel polish for this, but I just kind of wanted to experiment with the nail polish from Maniology. So I'm just taking some matte top coat because I don't want to ruin the base color that I already have down since this isn't like gel polish. So I would be cleaning this polish up in particular with acetone. So this is why I'm just putting down a layer of matte top coat for this little experiment. And I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds, of course, before applying this nail polish. So I'm just going to put a thin layer of this down here and then kind of move a little quickly because this is going to dry. So I'm just going to take my nail at the edge of this polish and just kind of sink it into the nail stamper, and I can kind of see where the smile line is going to be. But when I did this, as you can see here, not all of the polish came off of that, and that could totally be my fault because I've never done this before, but it did give me a pretty good outline. So I'm just going to fill in the rest of this with the polish before it gets too dry. So I'm actually going to just keep on doing this, and it could just be because of the matte top coat. And again too, like, this is my first time doing it, but I did like that it kind of gave me an outline for my French tip. So I'm going to do the same thing on my middle finger, but I'm not going to put down any matte top coat for that one. Now that our French tips are fully dry after 2 coats of polish, I'm going to be taking this gold stamping polish and putting it about halfway onto the design that I'm looking to pick up. And then at a 45-degree angle, I'm going to take this scraper and pretty light-handedly go in an upward motion just to cover up the full design. And then in a rolling motion, I'm just going to pick that little rose up, and anything that I don't want on my nail, I'm just going to take this little dotting tool and scrape it off the nail stamper, and then just kind of roll that on to where I want it on the nail. And just FYI, my gloves are a little wet because I spilled all my green tea and then I had to rinse my glove off, so that's why you see little droplets of water on there. And I'm just going to keep doing this motion, so putting down a layer of the gel polish and then scraping it upward. Now for this one, there was a good amount of polish down, so I just decided to scrape it upward to pick up multiple smaller designs. So here I'm just taking this little fairy and putting it in the little corner, and then I'm going to take the other one and put it on my other nail. And once you get the hang of nail stamping, it's actually really fun and satisfying once it actually gets on the nail. And of course, anything that gets on the nail, you can just clean up with a little bit of acetone. And if you are new to nail stamping, Maniology has the perfect starter kit for you if you are interested. And again, they have so many different kind of nail plates with so many different designs. It's just a really easy way to add any kind of nail art to your nails without having to spend hours hand painting. If you're not really into that, or you just kind of want to add little accents to your nails or any kind of press-on nails that you do purchase. Now we are ready for our top coat. This top coat in particular came from Maniology's starter kit, and they have a smudge-free top coat because if you're using a top coat that's not water-based, there is a potential of smudging your designs. So just keep that in mind when you are doing your nail stamping. But that is pretty much it, you guys. I'm gonna let this air dry before applying any type of cuticle oil. So let me know in the comments if you guys are into nail stamping, if you have any little tips or tricks for any of us that we can try next time we get into the nail stamping. And of course, let me know what you guys would like to see next. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will leave everything in the description box as always, and I will see you in the next one.